Mullein is one of the most powerful yet gentle respiratory herbs in the natural world. Known for its tall golden flower spikes and soft velvety leaves, mullein has been used for centuries to support deep breathing, loosen mucus, calm irritated airways, and restore emotional balance through the breath. Mullein is often called the lung healer because it works on both the physical and emotional layers of the respiratory system, helping people breathe more fully, more freely, and more calmly. Mullein's leaves contain soothing compounds called demulcents, which coat the lungs and throat with a protective, calming layer. This helps reduce irritation, ease coughing, and support smoother airflow. The more consistently mullein is used, the more the lungs begin to relax, expand, and release old tension. For many people, the real struggle is not just physical congestion, it is emotional congestion. Stress, grief, and overwhelm often settle in the chest, creating tightness, shallow breathing, and a sense of heaviness that lingers. Mullein supports emotional release by softening these internal tensions, allowing the body to exhale fully again. Mullein is especially valuable for people who have spent years breathing in a shallow pattern due to chronic stress. When the nervous system is overwhelmed, the diaphragm becomes tight, the rib cage stops expanding, and oxygen flow is reduced. Over time, this creates fatigue, anxiety, chest tightness, and mental fog. Mullein gently reverses these patterns by opening the respiratory pathways and allowing deeper breaths to return naturally. For women over 40, mullein provides a unique kind of support. Hormonal transitions can affect breathing, lung capacity, sleep quality, and stress tolerance. Many women begin experiencing chest tightness, breathlessness during stress, or new sensitivity in their respiratory system. Mullein helps counter these changes by calming the lungs, improving airflow, and reducing inflammatory tension in the chest. One of mullein's most important actions is its ability to thin and move mucus. Mucus buildup can make breathing feel heavy, clogged, or restricted. Whether the cause is seasonal irritation, emotional stress, environmental exposure, or long-term inflammation, mullein helps loosen and clear the respiratory pathways so breathing becomes easier and more spacious. Mullein also helps people who experience chronic throat clearing or lingering cough. Its soothing properties calm irritated tissues while its expectorant action encourages productive movement of mucus without harshness or strain. Another powerful benefit of mullein is its support for the lymphatic system. When the lymphatic flow slows, the body becomes more congested, especially in the chest, throat, and sinuses. Mullein gently stimulates lymphatic drainage, helping remove stagnant waste and restore clarity in the upper body. Emotionally, mullein is grounding. Its presence has been described as soft, comforting, and steady. When the world feels overwhelming, mullein brings you back into your breath, into your body, and into the present moment. Many people who drink mullein tea regularly describe feeling more centered, less reactive, and more capable of emotional processing. Mullein also helps restore the posture of breathing. Modern life, sitting, screens, and ongoing stress collapses the chest and weakens diaphragm movement. When mullein opens the lungs, the body naturally begins to sit taller, breathe deeper, and receive more oxygen. This increased oxygenation enhances mental clarity, mood stability, and overall vitality. For people experiencing nighttime tension or difficulty falling asleep, mullein offers gentle support. When the lungs relax, the nervous system relaxes. When breathing deepens, thoughts soften. When the chest opens, emotional weight lifts. Mullein becomes a bridge into peaceful sleep by supporting the body's natural shift into rest mode. Mullein blends beautifully with other herbs. With spearmint, it becomes refreshing and clearing for the lungs. With lavender, it supports nighttime breathing and emotional release. With chamomile, it calms the chest and settles the mind. With ginger, It enhances warmth and circulation. These combinations allow Mullein to adapt to different emotional and respiratory needs. Preparing Mullein tea becomes a ritual of reconnection. As the leaves steep, they release a gentle golden hue. The aroma is subtle, inviting the body to slow down. Drinking Mullein tea encourages the mind to drop into a quieter state as the lungs soften and expand. Breathing practices pair beautifully with Mullein. Try inhaling deeply through the nose for 4 seconds, holding gently for 1, and exhaling slowly through the mouth for 6 seconds. This activates the vagus nerve and helps reset the nervous system. When paired with Mullein, this practice becomes even more powerful, helping the body release accumulated emotional and physical tension. Mullein also supports individuals who carry unresolved grief. The lungs are closely connected to grief in many traditional healing systems. When grief is unprocessed, it often expresses itself as tight breathing, recurring chest heaviness, or difficulty exhaling fully. Mullein helps move this emotional stagnation by supporting the body in releasing what has been held too tightly for too long. Over time, Mullein helps restore confidence in the breath. For those who have struggled with chronic stress, past trauma, respiratory discomfort, or emotional burden, Mullein teaches the body how to breathe deeply again. This deep breathing becomes a gateway to emotional regulation and physical resilience. Mullein also supports immune function by reducing inflammatory load in the respiratory system. When the lungs are less irritated, the body becomes more efficient in fighting off external stressors. Consistent use of Mullein strengthens the body's defenses gently rather than forcing a strong immune response. Another important benefit is Mullein's ability to calm the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve communicates directly between the brain, lungs, stomach, and emotional centers. When the breath becomes constricted, the vagus nerve sends stress signals throughout the body. Mullein helps loosen these restrictions, allowing the vagus nerve to shift into a calm, restorative mode. Mullein encourages internal spaciousness, physically, energetically, and emotionally. It invites the breath to flow, the heart to open, and the nervous system to settle. This spaciousness becomes a foundation for emotional clarity, creativity, and grounded decision-making. As Mullein works through the body, many people notice improved energy. This is not a jittery or forced energy. It is steady, oxygen-supported vitality that comes from breathing more efficiently and carrying less internal tension. Mullein is also supportive for people who feel disconnected from their body due to stress or emotional overload. As the breath deepens, awareness returns. As the lungs open, grounding increases. Mullein helps people return home to themselves gently and safely. Over weeks and months of consistent use, Mullein becomes a true companion. It supports the lungs as they heal, the breath as it expands, and the emotional body as it releases what no longer serves. Mullein teaches that healing is a rhythmic, breath-centered process, not a rushed or forced journey. Mullein reminds the body, you are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to breathe fully. You are allowed to release heaviness. You are allowed to restore peacefully. Mullein offers healing not through force but through softness. It supports the lungs in opening, the breath in deepening, and the nervous system in remembering safety. You deserve breath that feels freeing. You deserve emotional clarity that feels gentle. You deserve rest that restores your entire being. Mullein offers that path, one breath, one cup, one moment at a time. Mullein also plays an important role in supporting the heart-lung connection. In herbal traditions around the world, the lungs and heart are seen as partners in emotional resilience, physical stamina, and the ability to navigate stress. When the lungs feel tight or restricted, the heart often works harder. When the lungs open, the heart experiences relief as well. Mullein gently supports this partnership by helping the body shift into deeper breathing patterns that naturally calm both systems.